Hello, everyone. It is another week on the PGA Tour. That means it's time for tea time, and we are coming in after the last major of the year, the Open Championship. Great finish to that event, and excited to get forward into the 3M Open this week. I'm Nick Borrman of WagerTalk.com. With me, as always, my co-host Andy Lang, also of WagerTalk.com, here to break it all down for you. Andy, my friend, how are you? Welcome to the show. What's new and exciting in your world, and we're ready to talk golf or what?
Yeah, doing really good. Coming off a really nice Open Championship. Super exciting, unbelievable putting performance from Cam Smith. And you and I both cashed 5% plays. So that's always good. Had another winning week. That's 7 in a row. Looking forward to cashing on this week. Tough tournaments are always after majors. You never know what to expect from some of these guys. You got a lot of guys that are fresh because they didn't play last week. So, but looking forward to it. I think we got some really solid ways to cash in on this tournament, so it should be another good week.
Yeah, an incredible putting performance from Cam and an incredibly terrible putting performance from Rory. Hit every green and not win that event is pretty remarkable, but we'll get to that in a minute. Before we get into today's show, let's give everybody the promo we have going on for this week, which is just our Wager Talk July special. Normally, our pack for the golf tournament set at $29. We're going for half off this week, so no promo code needed this week. Just $14.50 will get you the full tournament coverage. So you can have it at WagerTalk.com to check out that pack on either Andy or myself's capper page. All plays for the 4 days will be included. So again, just $14.50 for that. Definitely worth the price. All right, Andy, let's before we get into breaking down the 3M Open, let's do a quick recap on last week, our best bets and worst bets segment from last week. As always, I like to let you do the honors here. So what was your best? What was your worst from the Open Championship?
Best bet was pretty easy. Xander Schauffele over Jon Rahm as 5% play. And Xander gave us a pretty big scare on Saturday when he went +5 through 3 holes, let Jon Rahm back into it. But Xander came through, had a stellar round 4. He is now 6th or 7th on 4th round scoring. He finishes tournaments really strong. So that might be something to keep your eye on in future events that Xander Schauffele is in. And then I also would like to give a shout out to Sodom Kaukanjana, who I mentioned was terrible in some of the strokes gained, but he was number 1 in putting, and that guy went out and finished 11th. So imagine having him in your DraftKings lineup or having a bet on him. So that was pretty fun to watch. My worst bet was Ryan Fox over Sunjae Im. Fox had a terrible Friday. He misses a cut by a couple, and I knew it was going to happen. Sunjae Im sneaks into the cut, and it's just awful on the weekend. I think only one person was worse than him on the weekend. So if Fox doesn't blow up on Friday and just makes the cut, I'm pretty sure we cash that one. But that was just frustrating to watch Sunjae Im blow up on the weekend and just going, oh, my God, we were like 1 or 2 shots away from Fox sneaking in. And then, So what about you? What was your best bet? What was your worst bet?
Well, it's funny about the guy you mentioned, the Saddam, who, if you were watching the broadcast on Sunday, I mean, because he worked his way into the top 5, they were showing every hole of his on at least 15, 16, 17, 18. And I don't know if you heard the announcing crew, but they definitely gave you a shout out, Andy. I remember at one point they said, "Hey, if you guys have been watching Wager Talk, TV and see that Tea Time episode, Andy Lang mentioned this guy as a sneaky play this week." So kudos to you for going that out. You probably saved millions of people some money there, or one of them some money. My week was I'm going to say disappointing to the fact that I had a great chance at having a very, very good week, and I had a lot of things kind of go wrong on Sunday. Luckily, as you mentioned already, the 5% play was an easy cash. Rory top 20. There was never in doubt. So that was a very stress-free 5% win, which is always great. But what was frustrating is my outrights. Obviously, I didn't win the outright with Cam Smith. I took 5 other guys. But it's not the fact that I didn't win the outrights. It's the fact that they all were inside my backup bets, either a top 10 or a top 20, and they all fell out. Fitzpatrick bogeyed 15, 16, and 17 on Sunday, finished tied for 21st. Zalatoris, double 17 to fall outside of the top 20. And then Shane Lowry also finishes tied for 21st. So literally one shot away from having a very nice profitable week. And instead, we lost a few units because all of the leaderboard backup bets did not cash as well. The only one that did was Xander, who, as you mentioned, had a great Sunday and came back inside the top 20. Andy, as always, we'd like to start off the show for this week looking at the top 10 strokes gained graphic coming in. That's the hottest guys over the last 6 months heading into this field. As expected, the big names here this week, we got Matsuyama, Finau, and Sunjae Im leading the way. And then we got a couple guys that have been playing in the alternate field events or at the John Deere Classic recently. So you got McNeely, Hadwin, Poston, who won the John Deere Classic, Davis Riley, Jason Day, Hogue, and Brendan Steele. A couple of honorable mentions in Sahith Theegala, who seems like he's going to win any tournament he's up at this point. He's really close. Nick Hardy, who's been playing very well, and I think Andy, you and I both are liking him this week. And then Cameron Champ, defending champ, but playing terrible, so avoid him this week. Andy, we're going to get right into our bets this week. So I will start off first with one of my outright plays, who is on that graphic we just looked at, and that is Davis Riley. He is definitely a guy that we've both been talking about in these weaker field events for a couple months now. Season-long numbers aren't the best when looking at the rookies' numbers this year, but he's really come to life as of late. Missed the cut in 4 of his first 7 starts this season. But since the calendar turned to 2022, he's missed the cut in just 3 of 17 starts. He really popped on the scene with that runner-up finish at the Valspar in March. Then beginning with that partner event, the Zurich Classic in April, he went on a run of 6 straight top 13 finishes, including the PGA Championship and the Memorial, so very good tournaments there. And overall, he's now made the cut in 8 straight starts. He does make a lot of birdies. He ranks number 12 on tour this season in birdie average, which is encouraging as the winner this week is likely going to have to make plenty of them to get there. So Davis Riley, 25-1 is a great outright play. You can back that up with the top 10. Andy, let's go back to you for your guys that can trip you up segment. Who are you looking to avoid this week?
Cameron Champ, he's a defending champ. He's missed the cut in 5 straight events, 115th in greens and regulation, 181st in putting, 193rd around the green. He's terrible. I don't even know how he won this tournament last year, but don't put him anywhere near your lineups. Hideki Matsuyama, I don't even know why he's playing this tournament. He's 100% going to live. They've already got the sponsorship. I seriously have no idea why he's playing. He was awful at the Scottish. He was awful at the Open Championship. Just too many distractions. I don't trust him this week, not at this price. And I'm going to fade Sahith Theegala just because he needs to return top 5 value. He finished 34th last week. That was really good, but this is a tough little scheduling situation for him. He missed a cut here in 2020. He's minus 0.05 strokes gained putting the last 3 months. I just think he's a little bit overvalued here. He's going to get a win at some point. I just don't think it happens this week. So I'm going to fade Cameron Champ, Matsuyama, and Theegala.
Yep, I think a lot of people are fading Champ. I think Matsuyama might hear something today about a withdrawal if he's going over there. And then, Sahith Theegala, you're right. He's been playing well, but his price now is becoming to the point where it's going to be hard to bet in a weaker field like this. So good selections there for guys to avoid this week. I always feel good when I am not on any of them, so that makes me happy. I'm going to go into another outright play I have this week. Another guy, again, in that top 10 strokes gain graphic we started the show with, and that is the Canadian, Adam Hadwin. Quick short-term memory for most people on Adam Hadwin is that he raced out to that early lead at the U.S. Open just last month, ultimately finished tied for 7th, his 5th top 10 this season, and 4th since the Players in March, which is a run of 11 tournaments. So 4 out of 11, he's been in the top 10. He sits number 5 in this field in total strokes gained over the last 6 months, thanks to a very strong short game. He ranks number 7 on tour in strokes gained around the green, this season, and number 1 in that category in this field. And lastly, what I really like about Hadwin is he's been here before at this event, and he's played very well. He's played twice, and he's got top 10s in both starts. He finished tied for 6th last year and tied for 4th in 2019. So Adam Hadwin playing well coming in. Great history here. I think he's going to have a good week, and I think, again, his price this week, even though it's low in a weaker field, I think it's okay at 25-1. So Adam Hadwin is my other outright this week. Andy, let's go to you for DraftKings Darlings. Who are your low-priced guys you are circling this week to make up your lineups?
We're going to start with Bryce Garnett at 6,900. Doesn't have great stats this year. Finished 16th last week at the Barracuda, but he just loves playing here. Played here all 3 times that I've had this event. He's finished 23rd, 26th, and 16th. So it's a terrible field. Horse for the course. This is your guy at a low price. So I'll start my lineup with Bryce Garnett. I'll move on to Adam Svensson, 7,600. This guy is a made cut machine right now. 7 straight tournaments. He's made the cut, and he played here once in 2019. He finished 15th. This field is really, really undervalued. And we talked about Nick Hardy. I don't know why he's only 8,000. He's made 5 cuts in a row. 3 out of the last 4 tournaments, he's finished 14th or better. So I'm going to start with Garnett, Svensson, and Hardy. And then that leaves me enough to add Adam Long, Maverick McNeely, and Adam Hadwin. I'm going to stay away from those top 3, the Finau and Matsuyama and Sunjae Im. I think you're a little bit better off looking kind of towards the middle of the middle priced guys, and instead of going with some of those big names, I'd look towards the middle of the pack here. Just look to get as many of those middle tier guys through to the weekend and hope one of them catches fire and get you a top 5. So those are DraftKings Darlings for this week.
Yeah, those are some good names. And Nick Hardy, I mentioned in our preview as I highlighted him in the strokes gained. So good to see that you're on him, because that's a perfect segue into my best bet. And lo and behold, I believe on WagerTalk today, on Tuesday, Andy, you gave out the very same bet. And we did not coordinate this. This was just straight dumb luck. So good minds think alike. And that means, as our producer Joe likes to say, when both panelists are on it, usually you go the other way. But he's going to be wrong this week, I'm going to tell you. So Nick Hardy, another one of those names you probably haven't heard of a lot unless you are watching golf a lot lately. He's another rookie. He missed the cut in 7 of his first 12 starts this year. His best finish during that run was a tie for 26. However, much like Davis Riley I mentioned earlier, since the Zurich Classic Partners event, Hardy's been playing very consistently. 6 straight cuts made, all of them finishing inside the top 40, including a tie for 14th at the U.S. Open. Hardy hits a lot of greens. He ranks number 20 on tour this season, and he's finally been converting those chances, and that's the main reason behind his recent run. If you look at his strokes gained putting numbers over the year, again, not good. But if you look at them over the last 3 months, he's number 2 in this field behind only Brendan Todd. And Brendan Todd's always up there in putting, so no surprise there. But number 2 in this field, strokes gained putting. And as we saw with Cam Smith last week, when the course is going to be set up for a lot of birdies, you just need the guy with the hottest putter. So there's a good chance Hardy is that guy this week. So best bet, Nick Hardy, top 40 at a low price. Andy, your best bet of the week, what are you looking at?
Well, not only did we come up with the exact same play, we started off with the same sentence. The first words out of my mouth was, "This is a golfer you've probably never heard of." Oh, my God. Oh, we talk too much. We mentioned for my best bet, we're going to go with Beau Hossler over Cameron Champ. We talked about Cameron Champ and his struggles. I went over his stats. He's going to grab everyone's attention because he won, but don't think that's an indication of how he's going to play. Don't forget, he played another year and he missed the cut, so it's not like he just loves playing here like he does at Augusta. And Beau Hossler made the cut in 5 out of 6 tournaments. He's made the cut here 2 out of 3 years. This will blow your mind, Nick. Here's a stat of the week. Beau Hossler, 6th in strokes gained putting on the PGA Tour this season. Amazing. But yes, Beau Hossler. Yeah. Right. So if I get a guy that has that big of an advantage on putting on a course that's going to go pretty low and it's going to become a putting contest, I'll take that all day long. So give me Beau Hossler over Cameron Champ. That is, I would say you dug deep. Dug depth? No, you can't. Depth's not past tense. You dug deep. You dig deep. I did well deep, finding that stat. Thank you. I was going to struggle with that for the next 10 minutes. So definitely a good play. I mean, listen, fading Cameron Champ this week, I think, is in a lot of people's best interest. His price as a defending champ, just definitely not worth it. All right, so let's end the show here, Andy, with a review of our promo going on for this week's tournament. We do not have a promo code needed for this event. This is just WagerTalk July pricing, where you're getting 50% off all packages through the end of July. So normally we have this pack priced at $29, Andy or myself. You can get it for just $14.50. Includes all plays for Andy and myself over the 4 days of the event. Andy, love doing the show with you, my friend. Looking forward to the next couple of weeks before we get to the playoffs.
So hopefully we get some good golf again this week. And
You
I
want
want
to
to wish you
guess
best
the
of luck.
finishing score? You want to guess the finishing
Oh yeah,
score real quick?
how about that? Well, yeah, I forgot about it because you smoked me last week, and I didn't want to talk
I
about
did
it.
well.
I was dead wrong. I thought wind was going to play a factor a little bit. It did not. So I picked a much lower winning score, and you said 4 to 5 under every single day. Did you actually put it on 20? You were around there.
I
So you were very
yeah, I was really, really close. I think I said 18. So,
yeah,
but yeah, it was really
better.
good.
You get the honors for this week. That's for sure. Go ahead.
Pretty easy course. There's a lot of water. It does kind of play a little bit like a Florida type course, but wind not going to be too much defense here for the course. So I'm going to set it at 18.
Any worry that I think each of the first 3 years, so it's been 3 years here, each of the last 3 years, it's gotten a lower winning score each year. Is that course playing harder? Maybe just weather, who knows what other factors, but it did start off a little higher, but it has gotten a little harder. Again, probably just an anomaly. So you're going, would you say you're going 18?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to go, God, that's a good number. Now I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go higher than you or lower than you. I'm going to go, I think I have more chances to win this if I go lower. So I'm going to go 16. Little separation. If it lands on 17, we can split a lunch together. But I'm going to go 16 and try to think this thing might stay a little bit lower. But either way, there's going to be a lot of birdies made. You're going to have to go somewhat low to be able to win this thing. So, all right, good luck to you there, Andy. I want to thank everybody again for tuning in to Tea Time today to preview the 3M Open with us. We will be back next week to look at the Rocket Mortgage Classic, So looking forward to that. On behalf of Andy Lang, myself, and WagerTalk.com, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button, and we will see you guys next week.
With football around the corner, time to start building up that bankroll. And we want to help by slashing the cost of all daily picks packages priced at $25 or more, including 5% best bets through the end of July. This amazing promotion runs from Tuesday, July 12th to midnight on Sunday, July 31st, and drops the pricing down to $25 daily packages for $12.50, $29 daily combo packages for $14.50, and $35 5% best bets for $17.50. But even better, this is the perfect time to take advantage of our one-day all-access pass. This package locks in the handicapper of your choice for one whole day for only $39, including when they have a 5% top play that usually sells for $35. But during our 50% slash promotion, you get a one-day all-access for only $19.50. We know this business is loaded with competitors and copycats, and we are very proud and extremely excited to be one of, if not, the premier sports betting information provider in North America. Our special discount pricing goes live on Tuesday, runs through the end of the month, does not require a coupon, and is available just by going to your favorite WagerTalk or Sports Memo Handicappers homepage right now.